Hello, educators! Today let's talk about subject-specific integration activities, final projects that bring together everything students have learned in a unit. Instead of another test, these activities ask students to solve a meaningful problem using multiple skills from one subject. For example, in science, students might use plant knowledge, data collection, and graphing to complete a single task. Integration activities are powerful because they mirror real life, where problems don't come with multiple-choice answers. They challenge students to think critically and apply their learning in practical ways. This builds confidence and shows the real-world value of classroom lessons. For teachers, these activities reveal not just what students know, but how they use and understand that knowledge. Unlike standard tests, integration activities assess deeper understanding and application. They help identify who has mastered the material and who needs more support. Students are more engaged when working on tasks that feel real and purposeful. This process fosters creativity, problem-solving, and independence. Integration activities turn students into active participants in their own learning. That's the science of teaching, and it's pretty cool. Start by choosing one key competency, the big skill you want students to master. Focusing on a single competency keeps the activity clear and effective. Next, create a scenario that feels real and connects to your students' local environment. For example, in geography, students might help the town council choose a site for a community garden using local maps and data. The task: analyze the information and write a recommendation, justifying their choice. Keep the story simple, with easy-to-follow names and situations. The scenario is just a container for the academic work. By linking a clear competency to a relatable local scenario, you make learning meaningful and engaging. This bridges the classroom and the real world. Use clear, simple language when writing your activity. Short sentences and basic vocabulary help all students understand the task. Avoid testing reading skills. Focus on the subject competency. Write instructions in the third person, like, the student writes a report. Visually keep the activity sheet clean and uncluttered. Use readable fonts, plenty of white space, and simple graphics. Graphics should support the task, not distract from it. Every element should help students succeed. Before sharing the activity, ask, is this clear? Is this easy to read? Consider having a colleague review it for clarity. A few minutes spent simplifying can make a big difference. The heart of an integration activity is an extended task, one that requires students to explain, justify, or create, not just recall facts. For example, instead of "What is the capital of France?" ask, "Explain 2 reasons why Paris became a cultural center." Extended tasks let students show their thinking and integrate multiple skills. Make instructions clear about the final product. The student writes 1 paragraph to explain their choice. Anticipate possible answers and common mistakes before assigning the task. Think like a student. What would an average or excellent answer look like? This helps you prepare to grade fairly and consistently. If students recommend different locations for a garden, decide what a strong justification looks like for each. This preparation makes grading smoother and more objective. You're ready to assess the quality of their reasoning, not just their answer. Finally, use an evaluation grid or rubric to grade fairly. Start with the possible answers you brainstormed. Set clear criteria: relevance, accuracy, coherency, and excellency. Relevance. Did the student address the question and use the scenario's information? Accuracy. Are their facts and vocabulary correct? Coherency. Is their response logical and well-organized? Excellency. Did they go above and beyond with creativity or insight? These indicators let you give specific constructive feedback. The evaluation grid makes grading transparent for everyone. Assessment becomes a clear, helpful conversation.